Good morning, wealthypreneurs. Hi, Kathy Colley here. It's Money Monday. Yay! So glad you're here. And I am really excited today to talk about the topic of tithing, which is an amazing prosperity and financial power in your life. And you have an opportunity to take advantage of that right now. So what is tithing? Tithing is giving 10% of your income away to places that spiritually inspire you, to charities and people you want to help, to the universe in general. And it can be giving of time, talents, and treasures. Catherine Ponder, who is a very famous teacher on tithing, has written many, many books, including this one, Open Your Mind to Receive. I'm going to read a little bit from that to you today. She taught for many years about how tithing opens up energy for greater receiving. And I personally have had that experience in my own life because I started tithing 13 years ago. Actually, 14 years ago. My son's 14. I started when he was a baby. So when I first heard about it, I started right away. I had this feeling that this was going to help me. At the time, I had a brand new business in a very alternative field. I was teaching tantric dance, if you can believe it, which was kind of like a movement yoga practice for women, helping them center and connect with their inner being. And I had all my money blocks come up, all my fears. I don't deserve to get paid for this. No one's going to pay me. Who am I? What am I thinking? All my doubts, all my fears, all my past conditioning. And I started tithing right away and giving 10% of whatever came in away in money. And then I also was giving away my time and my talents, just being generous with my community. And I found that I became way more comfortable receiving money when I was giving money away. It was almost like it took away that stigma or that fear and made me more comfortable with it. It also generated a sense of circulation and like, okay, I'm doing everything I can to be a good person, to be fully active with my community, to be giving back to my spiritual teachers and the people who have helped me. So it's kind of like, it just puts the energy of the universe in motion. And it reminds us that we're part of that. We're part of that infinite circulation of energy. Call it God, spirit, the universe, whatever you want to call it. That energy is available to us at all times. And by tithing, we participate in it. We become like God. We become like that universal flow of energy that's always giving, always regenerating. And I have had some amazing tithing miracles. I had a situation where I had about $3,000 in business bills piling up one month. And I remembered, oh my gosh, I haven't tithed yet. And I was feeling really tight and constricted and afraid and kind of grasping around, like, where am I going to get that money? Just feeling really fearful. Hi, Joanna. Welcome. And I was feeling so fearful, like my whole body was just contracting because of that fear of like, where's the next, chunk of money going to come from? And I remembered, oh yeah, I haven't tithed yet this month. So I wrote a check. This was, 14 years ago when a lot of us used checks. So I wrote a check and to my spiritual teacher. It was my tithe for the week. And it was a small amount. I think it was like $10 or $20 or something like that, because I'd only brought in $100 that week or something. So I tithed that amount. And as soon as I did that, my whole being relaxed. It was like I just became much more at ease, much more assured that, yes, okay, God in the universe has my back. No worries, this is all going to work out. And I had a $3,000 day the next day. So that's my tithing miracle story, but the most dramatic one. I've multiplied my income times 10, through tithing over years of time. So as a successive results practice, it really works. That's my personal testimony. So if you are tithing already 10% of your income, that's great. You may want to play with deepening your practice. Maybe you're not giving as much of your time or your talents. You could be doing more of that. Or if you're just giving time and talents, like doing a lot of volunteer work, but you're not giving money and you're feeling constricted and like you're having money problems, well, the thing to circulate is the thing that you feel you don't have enough of. So give money if you're not giving any. If you've never tithed before, I recommend you start it as an experiment. So looking to tithe to where you are spiritually inspired is the first step. And then to charities as secondary. You know, if you give just to charities, it's a little bit like just feeding a need. It's not as inspiring to your spirit as giving to where you're spiritually inspired, you know, to the healers and coaches and ministers and, you know, leaders in consciousness that you follow. Those places are the places generally where we're getting spiritual food, where we feel that we're being expanded into the biggest version of ourselves. That's the place to look to tithe to. And no one can tell you where to tithe. That is a very personal choice. Like, oh, you should tithe to this organization or to that person. No. If someone ever tells you to tithe to them, run away. That's the manipulation. Tithing is an open, free choice on your part. You have a free choice to give to where you want to give to. So make it an experiment. I had a teacher once tell me, take 6 weeks to give every week to a particular place that inspires you and see how you feel. See if you feel expanded and grateful, see what kind of results come back. You know, like I had my $3,000 day, you know, see if your life feels more prosperous. Just notice and keep track of the good results that you get. If you find that that's not working for you with that particular place, then mix it up. You know, for the next 6 weeks, give to another place that feels more in alignment for you. Or you can do what I do, which is I give to like 3 or 4 different places because I have a lot of people and organizations that inspire me and I want to support as many of them as I can. All right, so tithing is a powerful practice. I'm going to read a little bit to you from Catherine Ponder's Open Your Mind to Receive. As I said before, she is probably the preeminent teacher on tithing. She's a unity minister and an author. She says, tithing is an act of faith that prospers. When you systematically tithe first before paying bills or meeting financial obligations, you will find that the other 90% of your income goes much further. And it's true. You will also be helped in many unforeseen ways. Once you make a habit of giving, you will never miss those tithes. The very act of tithing will provide you with a sense of security, protection, and guidance that nothing else can. And that's really been true for me. I've found that when I am always tithing, that I feel secure. I know that God has my back, the universe has my back. Things just seem to work out magically for me. And I don't have drama and problems. And I have things will come up from time to time that need to get handled. But tithing always assures that I feel assured. And I'm always knowing that good is always coming. So I encourage you to play with tithing this week. Give 10% of your income to where you're spiritually inspired, and let me know how it goes. How do you feel? What kind of results come back? What's going on for you in your spiritual process with giving more? And I gave away 10 free coaching sessions this week. So I'm doing, 10 free coaching calls, which, normally a coaching session with me is like $150. So, I'm giving away $1,500 of time and talents this week. So, I'm continually giving as part of my practice, and I hope you have fun with it too. All right, many blessings. Take care.